In Colombia, President Gustavo Petro said that one of the causes of violence in the country is European drug trafficking, and this requires a constant fight against drugs, which causes thousands of victims in the country. Our colleague Hernan Tobar gives us the details.
In
the context of the signing of the Cauca Pact, a government policy that seeks to end years of inequality and lack of territorial investment in a department plagued by violence, President Gustavo Petro asserted that European drug traffickers allied with the right wing of that continent are one of the factors causing violence in the country, in addition to high demand in those markets.
La
extrema derecha europea se alía con los narcotraficantes.
The far right in Europe is in alliance with Latin American drug traffickers who live there and are killing people in Colombia. I invite you to come and coordinate the search for these men. There is Mr. Marcet, if you want a name there in Europe.
El señor Marcet, si quieren un nombre, allá en Europa.
Una violencia
Violence that in this department alone has resulted in the murder of 29 social leaders, 4 peace signatories, and 4 massacres this year alone. A growing violence that is caused by the actions of illegal armed groups involved in drug trafficking and the management of illegal crops, in addition to the historical neglect of the state in several regions.
Colombia is suffering from the drug war, the war between mafias with the presence of armed groups in the territory, which means hundreds of thousands of displaced people, death, entire areas of Colombia, at least 300 of the 1,200 municipalities, are subjected to violence due to the greed of those who support drug trafficking, through the actions of national and international mafias.
Mientras el presidente hace estas denuncias,
While the president makes these accusations, the commander of the Colombian military forces made a foray into the United States. To ensure that the country is not desertified in the fight against drugs and drug trafficking, a link that, according to the Colombian ambassador to this country, Daniel Garcia, must be maintained and strengthened. Given the historical cooperation between the two countries and the mutual benefit that has led to the seizure of more than 2,510 tons of cocaine in the last 3 years.
During these 3 years of government, we have achieved the destruction of more than 16,200 coca pasta-based laboratories, affecting the first stage of the transformation of the leaf, but we have also destroyed more than 610 cocaine hydrochloride laboratories, where cocaine-based paste is refined and turned into hydrochloride. It is a great effort that we make in that link of the transformation.
President Petro's government has insisted that the fight against drug trafficking should not only be addressed from a military perspective, but should also have a social perspective, and that consuming countries such as those in Europe and the United States should address this scourge.
Hernan Tobar, teleSUR, Bogotá, Colombia.